Hello, I'm Tako van Popta, Member of Parliament for Langley Aldergrove. I'm here at the Canada-US border to highlight a very important trans-border issue, namely the flooding of the Nooksack River north into Canada. This past November, when we had the severe flooding in Abbotsford, was partially due to the Canadian dikes breaching and water flowing over from the Sumas River and the Fraser River, but there was also a US component. The Nooksack River breached its levees and water flowed northwards. Now, we, Canadians, are working on our part of the solution, but we need to be working together with our American friends to make sure that they are doing their part. This has to be a joint project. Recently, at a committee meeting on public safety and emergency preparedness, I had an interchange with the Deputy Minister of Emergency Preparedness, and here's the exchange. I just want to, still talking about the flooding in the Fraser Valley, a good amount of the flooding came from south of the border, the Nooksack River, which runs completely within Washington State. It also breached its levees, and Canada is downhill from there, so the water came into the Abbotsford area. Canada cannot solve this problem on its own. It must work internationally with our American counterparts. And I wonder, sir, if you can update this committee on the status of the negotiations with the United States.
I'm sorry, I'm not able to give you any update on negotiations. I can tell you that there are discussions underway, and this is recognized by the United States at a senior level as an issue that should be addressed to build resilience for the future.
Engineering report prepared by engineers working on both sides of the border. And there are several different options available to solve the problem. One is, of course, to build up the levees on the Nooksack River, which is not good downstream for American cities, thinking of Bellingham in particular. And the other is to just let the water flow naturally, and that is over Canadian property, which, of course, would be devastating for Canadian farmers. So do you have any comments on that? Like, is there, how are we going to resolve that problem?
I do not have a comment on that, sir. I recognize that there are trade-offs here. And, this is why we will have to work carefully and closely with our American friends, but I don't know how that will work out.
Okay. So there you go, folks. No definitive answers. I'm sorry, I'm not able to give you any update on the negotiations, and I do not have a comment on that, sir. This is not leaving me with an overwhelming sense of confidence that the people in charge are pressing this for the urgency that it is supposed to be. I'm going to keep pressing the Minister of Emergency Preparedness to make sure that this stays front and center in his attention. Thank you.